Like this house was saying, a lot of the floats, the businesses were sponsored through that. So it brings together not only just students who are representing their class, but the whole community. That sense of we're together and we're showing off what we got is really what comes to me as homecoming. But
yeah, the stadium used to be really electric, and it was never like it ever dulled down. It was electric the entire time. You saw energy when people were coming in, and kids would get there early because you wanted a good seat. And the flock and the student section itself would usually take up like 2 to 3 of the sections that were over there. It was huge. And this was back when the hill they allowed people to be on it, so people would overthrow to the hill. It was massive. It was any kid who could be out that night, they were there.
The thing I remember the most about homecoming was it was the first time you saw the college kids come back. So the people that graduated the year before, that was always like the very first time that everyone came back. And I remember being a freshman in college and coming back to homecoming and just seeing everyone, and I felt like that was really exciting. Do you remember that?
I do remember that. Yeah, I do remember. I remember running around talking to all my teachers.
Yeah.
When I came back as a freshman in college.
Right.
So excited to see everybody. But as a high school student, I just remembering it being the most populated game of the year. Like everybody went, whether you were into sports or not, everybody attended homecoming.
Homecoming to me, it always seems like a small town thing. You know, I always feel like at the big schools, it's not as big of a deal. They don't make it, as big of an event, but I always feel like small town does. And Central Square is kind of an interesting beast where it's not a small town, but it has a small town feel. So I always feel like because of that, you do get a lot of community that wants to come back for homecoming and wants to be a part of it and see the game and see the kids and enjoy that moment. So it just always has been interesting to me, like I said, as a kid growing up through here, seeing that and going through that experiencing it was always fun. But now as an adult, seeing it from the teacher's standpoint, you really notice the impact that it has on the kids and the families.
Yeah, and it hasn't always been as big a deal as it has been more recently. So I feel like the homecoming, the parade, all of these things kind of gaining some momentum. And I love tradition, in my family, with my friends and at work. I love to see these traditions start and be maintained. I think that makes school special because, to be honest, if you aren't in band, if you're not on the football team or the basketball team or whatever, homecoming at first might seem like, who cares? You're celebrating what other people are doing. But once you experience it and you see, all the fun and the activities, everybody can participate just by showing up. And again, those traditions kind of like leave a lasting legacy, which I think is valuable.
I think that the groups in the school, in the building, that are that put together all of the homecoming activities, I think are trying to get back to that entire community feeling. I do see, if I'm at the homecoming game, I do see a lot of community members, a lot of the people that I graduated with, who had kids that went through the school, who played football, and they come back because it's like it's homecoming.
I think too, from my perspective as a mother, and seeing kids now, like there's so much more of a feed into it, like when Drury played Pop Warner, like I think they came to a homecoming game and played, like there really is the community athletics as well as all the other things are feeding into that communal feel.
'Cause you're a sky, 'cause you're a sky full of stars. I'm gonna give you my heart. 'Cause you're a sky, 'cause you're a sky full of stars. 'Cause you light up the park. I don't care, go on and tear me apart. I don't care if you do. 'Cause in the sky, 'cause in the sky full of stars, I think I saw you. You're a sky full of stars. I wanna die in your arms. Oh, oh. 'Cause you get light